Sorry to keep you waiting. Raise the curtains. Now enjoy the show.
Somebody's unzipping something. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Backroom Talk. My name is Jose Oliver. I'll be one of your hosts this evening. As always, give me the pleasure of introducing to you the Backroom Talk crew. In front of me is none other than Dirty D, Diego.
What's up? Sorry, I drank something.
Okay. To my left, we have... I was about to say DJ Panda. I don't know where that came from. Did you ever like
Panda?
Yeah.
Remember your JP Panda?
Oh, yeah, that's why I got confused.
Oh.
JP.
Do you
I
like
can't
DJ
remember.
Panda?
Let's go with it.
All right,
DJ Panda,
Paul, how you doing?
scratching them beats.
What's up? What's up?
And lastly, and definitely not least, the accomplice of crime, the one that get all the girls wet.
Ha!
David Sexual Chocolate Guzman.
Melts in your hand, not in your mouth, baby. Especially on Thanksgiving.
Oh wow!
Oh.
On Thanksgiving dinner?
Sure.
Sucio. That's where you got that.
Weren't you Thanksgiving dinner with your mom and your dad?
Let's not talk about where it happened, but
How does it happen?
With who?
Paul was there, and then Diego was there in the other exchange. Did you guys not see this happening?
Nothing was happening.
I turned my back for a second, so
Uh-huh.
that's all it takes for David is a second.
A second.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's true.
Oh wow! Well, listeners, I hope your Thanksgiving dinner was as eventful as David. David, what's today's sponsorship coming from?
Talking Rain. They make the sparkling ice
I thought
lemonade.
Sparkling ice.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Well, but on the bottom here it says Talking
Well,
Rain.
the other one says peach nectarine.
That's the flavor.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
This is sparkling,
Look at the color.
sparkling ice. Diego, who's sponsoring?
No, it says right here on the bottom. It says
Who's sponsoring me is Dr. Pepper.
Right. And then Paul, being the healthy choice of everyone.
Water.
That's good. Hey, man, I need to watch sometimes, man.
You got plenty of that.
Probably today, man. Because yesterday, I was telling Diego before you guys got here, I went to sleep like around 3 o'clock in the morning. And today I woke up and I felt like crap. I had a headache. And I was like, I didn't drink last night, so I don't know why I got this hangover looking thing. So I was like, it's probably like the entry level hangover, you know?
ask Diego. I don't know anything about that.
Diego, would that be like the entry level, like the lowest tier hangover that you could get is like not getting drunk, but somehow like still getting a
You're
headache?
just
feeling like crap.
dehydrated, yeah. If you're drinking like alcohol and you don't drink any water afterwards, you're gonna get dehydrated because alcohol, like beer, is
Isn't it like 80% water?
What, beer?
it dehydrates you.
Beer.
I don't,
Beer.
why are you looking at me? Diego, is it?
Beer
Especially
dehydrates you.
in
Paul, do you know? I don't know. Sake?
Beer dehydrates you though, so yeah,
Sure.
you're just dehydrated. I mean, you didn't drink, but you're just
So
dehydrated.
David, what you're trying to tell me is if we're in the desert and we don't have anything to drink, we could drink beer and not get dehydrated because it's 80% water.
Well, technically, you could boil out the alcohol.
Where are you going to find woods in the desert?
You don't need to find. What are we gonna keep the beer in?
I don't know. Shoot, the chicken bottle. That's where it
Think your
comes
own pee, man. Think your own pee.
in. No. I'll die before doing that.
You have to. No, you have to sanitize it first. Have you not seen that? That MythBusters
No,
where
we don't-
they're on an island and they have to live just by duct tape, and so there's a plastic wrap and they consider that part of the duct tape, and so this guy dug a hole, and he put the duct tape around it
Okay.
and covered the hole, and then had a cup in the middle. And so what happened it was the wet sand, like it was evaporating up, it got caught by the plastic wrap, and then it kind of went into the middle and dropped into the cup, and so that was his drinking water.
No piss.
In the same sense, the water will evaporate up, leaving all the ammonia on the bottom, and you just put the cup in the middle, and that's where the water will go into, and you drink that cup.
This is what we'll do. There's a big bag here right now behind my house. Let's go dig a hole, put some duct tape over it, put a glass that we'll never use again, and you pee on it.
No, you gotta pee around it.
Oh,
Around it.
Yeah.
I don't know if this seems possible, dude.
I don't want a demonstration, but I can picture that, man.
I don't want you to picture that, I'm just telling you how it is, though.
It's.
No.
I think I would rather this. Figure out. I'm a punk, right? I'm a wuss. Certain things in life, if certain things happen to me in life, I would not survive because I would be too much of a punk to actually do it. Like, for instance, if I had to drink my own pee, I would rather die. I'm not gonna dig a hole, pee around it, and hope that there's no piss in it. Because if there's one taste, I'll just like, kill myself.
So your limit is drinking your own piss.
Yeah,
That's your limit. You're like, that's when you give up life. You're like, I can't do it anymore. I'm done.
I can't.
Why would you want to drink your own piss? Even if you're gonna die, I wouldn't.
You're gonna survive.
You're not gonna drink your own piss.
Imagine this, Paul. Imagine, because you're the only one that has a girlfriend right now. Or imagine anybody of us like surviving this. All four of us survive this scenario. We go back home and we have our wives, right? First thing we want to do is kiss them. They're gonna know that we drink piss because of this podcast. Now they're not gonna want to kiss us anymore because we have the piss face.
Well,
now.
if you're alive, it's fine.
She will kiss me in the cheek probably, but not in the mouth. Because you haven't had toothbrush, you haven't had mouthwash.
Well, okay, after you go home, that's the first thing you do.
Do you think she will like? All right.
You say like, stop.
Okay.
Actually, on the
I did this
relative
before.
to piss, no.
Okay, I'm gonna go to this.
Hold on.
Okay.
This is relative to piss. On Twitter, I follow OMG Facts, and they said when you pee, little droplets of the toilet water go back into your mouth, so you actually do take in some piss. So if you're half asleep and your mouth's open,
Wait,
I pee with my mouth closed.
I don't know.
It's gonna go on your face.
how's that gonna go?
That's why you wash your hands and face after you get done. I'm pretty sure you're saying
I
someone's
wash
doing
my
something.
hands. I don't wash my face.
Wait,
That's why.
how far? Like,
That's some big droplet.
I don't know. Imagine if you're like really tall. How's it gonna hit your?
I don't know.
The smaller you are, the closer you are to drinking your
I'm
own water.
getting it up screwed.
Water mess with piss, apparently, I guess.
I'm just saying that they said that. I'm not making it up. They said that.
Diego, I'm not doubting what do they call again?
OMG Facts.
I'm not doubting OMG Facts. You know, they could be time for all I know, but that seems highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my thinking.
Oh, here's your thinking. Hold on a second.
Okay, so yours is you would not.
There it is.
Yours is you wouldn't drink your own piss. What if you had to drink someone else's?
I wouldn't drink no. If I don't drink my own, there's 100% chance that I'm gonna drink somebody else's.
Is it the urine or is it
It's the
more
piss.
the taste?
It's the piss. I don't care about the
I
taste.
don't know
It's
what
the
it
piss.
is.
As long as you like, hey, drink some piss, I'll be like, no, I'll die. That's it. I quit life.
Let me die.
I will not do the impossible on that one. I'll just throw me out. I don't know, man. I could do it. Watch that. Would you do it? I would
No.
do it.
Well, this is okay. But I'm getting to this, and this is gonna get a little weird.
Thank you for listening to the Thanksgiving special.
This is gonna get weird, but this relates to the
I'm
whole.
thankful
this
that I don't have to drink piss.
This gets to the whole piss thing. So
All right.
okay. So this goes back to a purple bicycle
this is
girl.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
That was her. Huh?
This is like the 5th week in a row.
Golden shower?
No, this she has to be mentioned at least once. Golden showers.
Champagne showers for me.
Well, we're going to hell.
No, so this is
You
what
are.
happened.
I'm
She's very.
Okay, you punched your girlfriend with your hip.
It wasn't
You
me.
punched.
It was a punch. It was not a punch.
How is that?
Okay, he hit her with his hip.
She fell.
I don't think he
Yeah,
knows.
she
fell on your head.
Diego, go
Let
to
me- let me-
OMG Facts and figure out how the body anatomy works.
Okay,
You can't punch
let
with your hip.
me. You can hip check someone,
Hip check.
which is what happened.
Check.
All right, so where is this?
Check
What
your
Okay, I'm telling you where this is going.
I don't like this.
Okay, go
So
on.
she's very open.
Oh, he told me about this. Yeah, this is gross. This is nasty.
I don't think you know where I'm going with this.
I think you told me about this
damn.
one.
No, I don't think so.
So fill us in, David, please.
So
I'm
she
trying.
always asked me questions I would never think of.
Okay.
And one of the questions that she was asking me was, she said, "Would you ever go down on a girl?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "Why?" It's like, "That's where you pee from." It's like, "I don't want my mouth all up in there." And she's like, "What about someone did it to you?" It's like, "I could never kiss them back, just because I know that where their mouth's been. That's
Do you
where
know where your junk's been?
not in my mouth."
Okay.
Great.
This is just got weird. To all listeners.
You do know that
We don't practice this idea.
I'm not saying practice
I
the idea,
apologize for my-
there's two.
but
there's
going
two-
back to the urine.
There's two tubes of the vaginal tube so that they pee, and then there's one.
Once again, to our listeners, we apologize for.
I'm just saying this is scientific.
The fact of
He
the fact.
could. It's not where she pees. There's one spot where she pees. But
Oh,
everywhere else,
boy.
you can go to town on.
I'm not gonna ask any more
I'm not
questions
gonna-
about that.
I'm
I'm just saying,
I'm
just
letting
to
you know.
tie back to the
Yeah,
piss
just-
thing.
Okay. So let's go back.
To
Please.
tie this in
We do have
Is I
popular
wouldn't drink-
listeners, so we could check the facts there.
Uh-huh.
is because it comes out of there. I would not lick it.
Okay.
That's all.
That's it.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought he was gonna give.
The
me-
question was like, would you?
Would I go down on it?
Would you go down on the girl?
I guess.
Because honestly, I think it's gross. You're down there, and then you go up to kiss her. I think that's nasty.
You don't kiss her then. You just go.
You never kiss her ever again.
No. You, you can go down on her, but you can wash your mouth. I mean, remember when you were talking? Remember you were telling us about Purple Bicycle Girl, and when before you make out with her, you brush your teeth. It's the same concept. You do that, and you brush your teeth, and you're good to go.
Isn't there more bacteria on the mouth than there probably is down there?
Probably.
What if they haven't showered for a few days?
No.
They haven't showered for a few days.
Then
There's
you don't
little
know.
things that will do with anybody. Like, get away from me. Take
Don't
a
want to
shower.
touch nothing.
Yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't go.
going back to so you wouldn't do it.
No, I think it's gross.
Okay. Diego?
No comment.
No.
That's nasty!
Come on, the Backroom Talk. We have no censorship in this show.
I have.
Would you go
yeah,
again? Would you join the ride again?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it.
If it tasted nasty, would you go back to it?
No,
Come on, David. If you don't like the food, would you eat it again?
Okay. I'm telling you this why. I'm telling you this why.
Okay.
Okay,
And
it has to be relevant, right?
And this person's not going to. Hopefully, he doesn't listen to this. He's a good friend of mine.
Why did she actually work to this?
It's not a girl.
Well, I'm talking about this purple
Friend.
bicycle.
He won't listen.
There's
She
a one
won't.
in one.
What's she gonna do? Sue
I mean,
us?
hey.
She can't sue us.
She gets to David.
No, she can't because we haven't said the name.
So
we have to-
I won't mention the
okay.
name. I won't mention how I know this person, but they
Associate.
this associate of mine
Investor.
went down on a girl and said it tasted like a copper penny.
That's gross.
I never had a copper penny in my mouth. I don't think it would be a pleasant experience.
Sweet nectar for me.
I don't think that's sweet nectar or copper
No,
penny.
no.
For me,
in his
flavor
experience.
was a sweet nectar.
Let's go about this.
Will that make you want to go back down there?
No.
No, if it's an unpleasant experience, I wouldn't want to go do it again. That's
No.
just how I roll.
If you don't have a good experience with certain activities you're doing, you don't want to go back there. No.
So let me end with this because we're
done with this.
We're damaging Paul.
Really? Yeah, I'm like, oh my eyes, my ears.
If it's a pleasant experience, Jose will do it again.
Yeah.
If it's not, I won't do it. And there's some experiences that I just don't want to experience, like drinking my own piss.
I don't like
I
getting
think
bit.
I love how
I think that's
David
dangerous.
was like,
Purified.
no, not purified, not nothing. No piss is touching my lips. I don't care about your facts. I'm reading a book from now on when I'm taking
When
piss.
you have your kids, they're gonna pee on your face.
Oh no, they're not. They're not because they get adopted after that.
You gotta get put up for adoption.
No, they're getting adopted. I'm making them get adopted. They're not putting up because putting up, there's an option that they won't. If they piss on me, they're gone. Sorry, kids.
It's like a dog or a cat.
so yeah,
Like
they're
a
gone.
dog and a cat.
Yeah, they piss on your own self. Don't piss on me. Ain't nobody pissing
Just
on
let
me.
you know it's gonna happen. They have to throw up in your mouth too.
Mouth open or closed?
Open.
Vigos has seen the future.
Yeah.
My
Prophetic
brother
vision.
and my sister have lived it,
But doesn't mean Jose can live it.
and he's one of.
How about this? I wear like a full Power Ranger outfit every time I'm changing them or holding them. So that way they can't do it.
Whatever you want to do, you go ahead and do it.
It's morphing time.
It's morphin' time. My future wife has like a fetish about Power Rangers.
You're gonna call your Dragon Zord.
My dragon's.
She's gonna play it.
So-
Do, 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 do.
I love how we have been gone for like 2 weeks, right? Because last week we couldn't meet, and David has had this thought in his mind for 2 weeks that he's been burning to ashes. Would you drink your own piss?
That never came into my mind. That just came on the spot because we were talking about piss.
Sure.
How?
He's
I'll tell you-
He's like
I don't
Googling who drank their own piss so that I would look like a weirdo. Oh, Miss Mustache, alright.
There you go.
So the question is this.
No more questions.
No. This was something that was on my mind, and I talked to Jose about this a while back. A topic that I wanted to bring up, and just recently, Diego and I were watching a movie that was on YouTube. It was the Gabriel Iglesias, the Fluffy movie, Unity Through Laughter.
Yeah.
And he put it up on his own channel. He's like, watch it. I know it's not legal, but watch it right here because I put it up on my channel.
Cleared.
If he's the one who did it, you go ahead.
Nobody's judging you here, David.
No. Okay, mister.
What?
Anyway, so he gets to a point in his comedy routine where he's talking about his son Frankie and how they stole his iPhone.
I didn't know he had a kid.
Well, it's not his biological kid. It's his
Okay.
stepkid.
How old
It's
is
my
he?
future kid.
Huh?
He
How
met
old was the kid?
16.
16 now?
No, he's 17 or 18 now.
Sure.
Anyways,
We
what's
don't
the
need
story?
that freaking fact, Diego.
So, Mr. OMG Facts. So anyway, we were.
There's 2 tubes.
Where's the fallopian tube, Diego?
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so back to the
the wall is.
back to the story.
Yeah,
He starts talking about how his son's iPhone got stolen. and he asked his dad, like, he asked Gabriel, he's like, what are you gonna do? And like, well, what do you mean? It's like, what if we can't find it? Are you gonna buy me a new one? He's like, I don't know, Frank, I don't think so. He's like, why? And he's like, because you don't need a new phone. It's a luxury for him.
Mm-hmm.
He said, well, what are you gonna do if I was like, well, what if you can't find me? It's like, I already know where you go. It's like, you go to school, I know your routes, I know your friends, whatsoever. And he's like, Ricky's like, I didn't have a phone when I was your age. Your mom didn't have a phone. We had to call collect. And he's like, what's that? And he's like, oh my gosh. And he starts going off about how the kid will never know anything about collect calls. He will never know the struggles of trying to put an entire message in the part where it says call from, and put your entire message so that your mom or dad knows where you are, what time to pick you up, so that they don't have to accept the charges and go and pick you up. Mm-hmm. So I kept thinking about, and I talked to Jose about this. What are things that when we were little, we knew that kids these days will never understand or will never experience?
Didn't we talk about this before?
We talked about this a little bit,
Never in the podcast.
but never in the podcast.
That's why it seems so familiar.
Oh, okay.
I got a story before we go on
Okay.
about call and collect. So there used to be a point in time where I didn't have a car, believe it or not. I didn't have no cell phone.
Really?
Yeah, you know. And I used to stay after school for, I can't remember what club. It was some dumb club. But this happened after like the summer break. A girl gave me her phone number and she like, call me. So I didn't want to go to the club. So I was like, oh, I have her phone number. This is the first time ever that I showed some initiative. All right.
Okay.
Is it the last time?
Yeah, the first and the last. The first and the last, by far. So I'm like, I'm looking for my quarters, don't have any. I'm like, oh, I know. I'll call collect.
Uh-huh.
If she likes me, she'll accept it. Of course. Nothing can go wrong with this plan.
Your logic is so perfect right now.
Unbelievable, right?
Not even my mom would accept collect. How the heck would this girl
That's because
accept it?
she don't love you.
Apparently, gosh.
So I call collect, and I can't remember what I said. It was something like that she would remember me without having to say my name. And she accepts the call, right? So she's like, hey, how you doing? I didn't say anything before this. She said, hey, how you doing? And I go, hey. And like my voice breaks. This is the first and only time that my voice actually, broke.
Was that about puberty time?
Yeah, it was about pure. I was so happy. That was like one of my trump cards because I never had that happen to me. So everybody that I knew, I was like, oh, that never happened to me. So when that happened, I stopped my sentence. I hung up the phone. Never called her back. Luckily, it couldn't be that much. I don't know how call collect worked. I don't know how much they charge, but it couldn't be that much. So it wasn't that.
I think it's like $2 a minute.
Wait, just that?
That's
$2 a
ridiculous.
minute.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, it wasn't a minute. It was like a second. So it couldn't be that bad. So
Okay.
That's what happened to me. And in a sense, I'm glad that people won't have to face that humiliation that I faced that day. That was horrible, man. I never called the girl again after that. Never called. That sucked. I was so mad with myself, with my voice. Literally, I walked down the hall talking to myself. I probably looked like a retard. Hey, how you gonna talk like that? I don't know, man. It just broke. Oh, okay, it's okay. Whatever. Call my mom after that. Call collect to pick me up.
Hey, she accepted.
Hey, mom, can you come pick me up? Who's this kid?
Is this your sister? I'm supposed to
What
say
is
hey.
she doing that? But yeah. So yeah, they'll never face that humiliation because nobody's calling collect anymore. Do they still have payphones at the schools?
I doubt
no.
it. They do have
There's
phones
a
still.
call pole, but not like, you don't see it like quite often, but I know there is some. There has to be some.
Why?
People.
Emergencies.
There's people that don't have cell phones, man.
I think I was
Which is unbelievable.
exaggerating. I just checked it. It was 21 cents a minute.
We know. The listeners probably know by now that half of the things you say are exaggerations.
Whoa, I didn't say anything else.
That's a great comeback.
So back to the top of the hand. So what are some things that
Cassette players. And without
Walkman.
CD players, yeah.
Walkman.
Walkman.
Non-skippable CDs.
non-skippable CDs? I remember the day I got one of those.
Boss.
I got the CD. I put the CD into the CD player. I'm like, and I moved it like this. I'm like, it's still
Or you
playing.
can put it sideways.
This is a good.
This is what you could. This is what you
I
could.
moved it like this because the listeners can see us.
I moved it up and down.
There you go.
And I was like, oh, it works. And then I put it into my to my jacket, and I listened to it at school. I'm like, and I put on a beanie so I thought that they didn't notice that I was listening to music.
You so did it. You just wear your headphones, but that's what I did. Just put them on. Nobody cares.
I had long hair at the time, so it didn't matter.
You always have long hair, David.
Well,
No, actually, he had like last
short
summer.
hair.
It was short.
But yeah, okay, short for Diego, but it was
No,
still
no,
long.
no.
You should see that when I first met these two guys. Their hair was extremely long, especially David.
But that was in high school.
That was
my
like-
hair was always short.
My hair,
until
oh yeah,
high
it was
school.
long.
It was long. It was like,
It's long. It was like
a
too much-
mushroom cut. It was long.
Mushroom cut. It was not a mushroom cut. I remember how long it was. It was not a mushroom cut.
Straight up.
Anyways,
Anyway,
Okay, it was a bowl cut.
it was a bowl cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what else, Diego?
Bowl cuts.
the kids today will never know about what we did back in the day.
Anything.
So,
Like
when
they
you're- when you're
will
on
never
the-
have to worry about, like you said, calling collect. They'll never have to worry about
When
that.
you're on the internet and someone answers the phone and you lose connection.
That's
As long as you have
Dial-up.
freaking
dial-up.
send your link. That still happens to be.
AOL.
Hey, collecting the CDs
Yeah.
to get free internet.
And every once in a while, you always get free internet.
Wait, collecting what?
You have to collect the CD. Remember that?
AOL had them like at Smith's or whatever like outlet. They had like a huge CDs, like 1,000 hours of internet. You like
For free.
put that on your computer, and I don't like you had to put like your email or something.
Yeah,
BS
something like
crap.
that.
Okay,
And you can get like free internet for a while.
go into that. How did you have to set up an email address, Paul? Because you were talking about this.
Set up an email address.
Yeah, you're talking about like. Do you remember how they set up email addresses in the beginning of the internet?
Everybody had Yahoo back then.
Yeah, I still
Hotmail. I always use Hotmail on that.
There's a different process though.
I
It
don't
wasn't
remember.
as easy as just putting in your name and address. There's something else you had to do.
I don't
I'm trying to remember. It's been a while.
I know there was Terra as well. Terra.
Oh, Terra.
Spanish
I
people.
think it was Spanish. That.
Netscape. Was it
Netscape.
Netscape?
Netscape.
That was on
That was
computers. Oh,
That
no.
was Apple's Safari before.
Yeah, I just remember that from elementary school
Uh-huh.
because we had those Macs, those big chunky ones.
You guys remember the sound they used to make when you collect when you get it? I was like, oh my gosh, yes.
That was
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing.
that was perfect.
I think I'm really glad the kids nowadays don't have that because
They'll never know.
that's
They'll
torture.
use it as a ringtone
That's
probably.
torture. Who would use it? Would you say it?
I like
People
this
do that.
ringtone before it was popular on Netscape, before I was born.
That was.
That
No.
was horrible. And then the video quality that you used to watch on like tiny little videos.
Okay, you want to know
Oh,
something?
my
So
gosh.
back in the late 90s, me and Miles, my friend Miles, we got into Dragon Ball Z, and so we wanted to make anime music videos.
No,
There you go.
And so we had to go to these weird websites that had like clips of like a minute or 2 minutes.
videos of people drinking their own piss.
I don't know how that's relevant to this, Jose. Keep it on topic.
It's actually true, but anyway, go on.
You download them, and then we'd make music videos that way. And Miles still had them, and I watched it, and they're the worst quality ever once you blew them up. Because once you blew them up, it's so like pixelated.
Yeah.
You can't even tell what the scene was.
Right.
I just remember I was like, oh, I remember this scene sort of with the pixelation and good
It
times.
was 140p.
The 140, yeah, it was probably before that. I'm trying to think what else kids
Well,
want.
let's go about computers. Let's actually
Talk about computers?
Think about this. Keep that topic.
Okay.
They weren't strong. They were.
IM? It's the messaging. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
That was
Messenger was the
big.
whole thing.
Well, I guess text messages almost.
Facebook Messenger is kind of the same, but this was different.
Yeah. I never really did.
IMing was. Facebook Messenger is basically IMing. It's
Chat rooms.
Chat rooms.
What's crazy is that kids nowadays won't ever experience MySpace.
Nope.
No.
That's what's crazy, and that doesn't seem like that far off. You
This
know,
was
that-
like
10 years ago.
middle school,
2007.
late middle school, high school.
2008, yeah, somewhere.
No, it was before that.
I didn't
Well, it
get.
was already
2003
there,
to 2007 is when it was.
So
like
it died around that time.
I didn't get a MySpace page, but me and like a group of my high school friends got it, and it was after we graduated.
But I remember like it was very customizable.
Yeah.
Like, you can make it the way you want. You
and
could even have
yeah,
music
right.
playing every time they get on your page.
Yeah.
You'd have I can't remember what song I
Top
put
8,
on there.
Fave 8, what do they call it?
Your
You can
top
look
8.
it up.
The top-
You can look
Yeah.
it up.
top list.
I checked on it. I checked on it a few months ago.
Everybody's
and I was
friend
like,
was Tom. Tom,
yeah,
right?
Tom was your friend, and then Tom was added to someone on Facebook.
It's a
If you look at it. But I saw like all these pictures of me, Paul, and Diego, like when we worked at Classic Skating, and some of the messages
Wait,
that we wrote.
I'm in your MySpace?
Yeah.
They're pictures.
Top 8.
What the hell? happened?
When did that happen?
Invasion of privacy.
Nobody gives a crap about MySpace. No one. They let everybody get in.
No, still though, it's just canary. I never even know that.
But those little things that you know about David.
Yes.
Taking, kids won't know taking. I mean, even though it wasn't that far away, that was like 10 years ago. But taking selfies with a camera, not just a cell phone. Did you notice back in MySpace days when people took selfies, it was just with a camera?
Oh, the one holding on the mirror?
Yeah, but it was a camera. Like,
Yeah, an actual camera.
They still do it.
not
Not as much. Now the stupid thing is they do it with iPads.
Oh, God.
That's dumb.
Technically, people won't know internet without the memes now. I think memes are here to stay.
Yeah,
Memes make life funny. I like memes.
it's a good creation.
Like when people argue and you just see the Michael Jackson, I just came here to eat some popcorn.
Yeah. And you have some new ones too. Yeah. Those are
They
good. I
keep
like that.
building up. I think my favorite right now is I don't know what I'm doing. The one with Chris Pratt. Have you guys seen it? Backroom Creation. There's a meme.
Yeah.
You know it.
I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen the meme.
I'm very peculiar.
There's
about
a
memes.
lot of memes with that.
There's a lot of memes of everything nowadays. You can find a meme about anything. Just Google that dang thing.
Shame.
Think about
It's
David. David's a meme.
People,
Yeah, we made a meme.
kids won't remember the internet without Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Searching for stuff without using Google.
Keywords.
Viruses.
AOL keyword.
Actually, if you want to go back, MS-DOS. DOS. Have you guys used
Command prompt.
Have you had to use it like a few times? When I was learning HTML, they told me I had to learn DOS.
I remember when I was little, like, 8, 10, somewhere there. That's the way that I can use Windows. I have to use those command prompts.
I know.
Well, let's see, Prue was still like 20 years behind.
Still, but I'm talking like way back. I don't know if you guys know
I learned it a little bit,
But I
but
think
they
it's-
stopped after.
It was.
You can still do it.
Yeah,
It's pretty
I
cool.
learned a little bit, but nobody.
It was a necessity back in the 90s.
I
but
remember even while Google was a thing, when it already was a thing, I would go to Google and I would type everything word for word what I was looking for. And my brother-in-law, because he was a very tech, because he is actually a very tech-heavy guy, he was like, no, what you got to do is put one word, okay, that's the keyword, and then you got to put a plus, right, and you put minus, so then it will look for this word. But
I remember
word.
that.
I was like,
Oh.
what? I'm like, but if I just do this, type it all, look, it's the first step. He's like, oh, I hate technology. It's like, why do you make your life so hard? I'm trying to think what else.
I don't think
YouTube.
Yeah,
Before
videos.
YouTube, what was that?
What was-
You
what
guys
did you do
remember?
on
There was one, right?
No.
Before
No.
YouTube, there was like a bootleg one.
I can't remember, but it was a purple screen and stuff like that. I
What was
remember-
green?
Nah, there was one where there was a bunch of videos.
The one that was kind of like a YouTube for me was stupid videos. They just show people like failing and stuff.
Yeah.
That was
I
about
just
it.
remember Newgrounds.
That was like a YouTube too. But
I
it wasn't really.
remember
Home Runner?
Homestar
Runner, yeah.
Runner.
Napster.
Strong bad.
Napster.
Napster's still around, but
Not what it was before.
Winamp. Kazaa.
Kazaa.
Come on, Kazaa took over, right?
What's
Everybody.
Kazaa again?
Yeah, because it's still here.
Yeah, LimeWire. It became
Yeah,
LimeWire.
yeah.
This is how bootlegged I used to be. I know, goddamn.
Whoa.
It was like
Kazaa?
it was Napster, then Morpheus, BearShare. There was another one in
Bear
between
Share,
there.
yeah.
And then Kazaa.
I remember
No,
Bear Share.
Frostwire and then LimeWire.
No, it was
No,
Kazaa,
no. That's
Kazaa Lite,
That's what it was.
Kazaa Lite, and then like something happened there. Then LimeWire came out, and then Frostwire came out.
Okay.
I know my bootleg plays. FBI, if
Before
you're
you
listening,
grew
don't get me no
conscience
more.
on this stuff.
Yeah, I buy everything
I
now.
know.
Yeah, don't look at us.
I think
Support everything you want.
there's one thing that most kids will never know is fixing a TV. Let me explain. So most people have these flat screens, and you do anything to them, like to hit them or something,
You break it.
you're gonna break it. When you had the old school TVs at the big back, big old booty right there, if you smacked it hard enough,
Big
if
old booty.
it was a big booty, man.
You had an active imagination.
So if it's like in
Oh,
static,
really?
if it's like in,
Baby,
if it's
did
like
you
in
leave
static,
it again with the TV. I told you not to leave him alone with the TV again.
look at the side of it. It's all bent and broken.
Wait, actually, when I go back, you're gonna talk about the old like televisions that you have to actually turn
With the
down.
knob.
So-
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dang it.
No,
And
no,
then the ones that couldn't go back, so you have to go all the way around.
And then you have to actually use like what you call it, tinfoil for the antenna.
for the antenna.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They won't know how to use an antenna, but like with the TVs, like you could hit it, and then you can get the picture.
Toma.
You can't do that here.
You can hit
I
a lot of
see.
things.
I see.
You can hit a lot of things. It eventually will work. Hey, everybody thought that would. See, that's why the fonts did it, because sometimes it actually worked.
It
Sometimes
did
I think
work.
It was just luck, David. I think it's just luck.
It still worked.
Yeah.
It was the bulb inside was flickering, and then you just wait.
Diego's got a point.
OMG facts.
Since we're talking about this kind of stuff, like, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
The blowing.
There you go. The blowing.
the cartridge.
Exactly. That's what I was getting
And
at.
we all thought that actually did something. And then, like, Nintendo's like, it actually makes it worse.
And we all did it.
Whatever.
I know it works. I know whatever Nintendo says, like, I know it works.
Yeah.
There had to be certain
If
things
my
you had
wife
to
is
do.
broken, I'll be like, baby, what's wrong with
Baby, I can fix you.
my leg is broken. Hold on a second, baby. It's not working. Let me hit you. Ah!
Let's push reset.
I can make it better. There's a new single for anybody, any new rapper out there blow me.
Baby, I can blow you. No.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean, to this day, I still say that actually worked. I don't care what Nintendo says, that worked.
Same.
Oh, another one. This is for people who had cable. And maybe if you didn't, you knew it still was a big deal. World premiere of music videos.
Oh,
That was a huge
MTV.
thing. Yeah, MTV.
MTV was
MTV would actually give you
television.
music.
But when they had like world premiere music videos, like
Now,
Michael Jackson.
The new music video from Britney Spears. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we present to you the world premiere of Toxic by Britney Spears. I still have that recorded. That's how I know.
I remember the Michael Jackson. Which one was it? Was it black and white?
I don't
One
know.
of them was like they had the countdown. And everyone was ready to watch it. They saw it and they showed like the last like 2 minutes where he like grabs his cross, turns to a panther, and it was like the most talked about thing after that.
Oh yeah, it was like the most sexualized thing or something. Like that.
Uh-huh.
I think I was still in Bolivia when that happened. I was like, oh, this is Michael Jackson.
I have no idea, man.
You know what's funny is
Yeah.
another thing that kids won't learn is getting all that access like in an instant. Because so for example, talking about video games, like if you like how there's a lot of spoilers out here, right?
Uh-huh.
They'll talk, you know,
okay.
and so
lot of
back in
information
the
needs to
90s you couldn't get that.
No.
Like it took forever for me to find about a Game Shark.
The freaking.
You had to rely on Nintendo. You had to rely on actual magazines, on Xbox magazine, which wasn't there at the time, but like Nintendo Power.
Yes, Xbox was telling you what was good with Nintendo.
But like
yeah. There's the mysteries, the urban legends, as people like to. Yeah, like even when it was kind of big, I remember bunch of you fools, not you, Paul. We were staying up till late, freaking like I don't know, 12, 2 a.m. Like, no man, if you do this right, Tenchimuyo will appear in Smash Brothers GameCube. I swear. All right.
Well, actually, there was a game.
Oh, yeah, I
there was a
remember.
game for the Super Nintendo. I think it was one of the FIFAs. In which, if you actually press the right combination, you can actually unlock the Captain Tsubasa character.
Really?
yeah, I heard about that too.
I saw that.
We're
It
important
was,
this right now.
it was cool. It was amazing.
You go to Amazon, I go to eBay.
Oh my god.
It was amazing.
See, like that
There
was
was no
cool. Like
spoilers
finding
back in the day. There were really no
No, not
spoilers.
really.
You couldn't. People were respectable. They'd always make.
It's
up
not that they weren't
lines up.
respectable. It's just that you just couldn't get it easily.
No.
You couldn't get that information easily.
There were trolls
And
back then. They were just waiting.
Games back then were actually made right. They weren't half-assed like what they do now.
Oh yeah, kids wouldn't. Well, see, kids wouldn't.
Well,
DLC.
it's an improvement. Okay,
definitely not
DLC.
DLC. That's for sure. That's for damn sure.
But I was gonna say,
Minesweeper, you guys.
I was gonna say, the most amazing thing for me in my childhood was Pogs.
Oh, Pogs was the best
I
thing.
love Pogs. I remember like when I was in Peru, I used to buy.
That was huge in South
Yeah,
America.
That's huge here too.
humongous. So I remember I was buying my Cheetos. Every time you buy a Cheeto, they come with a different Pog. And
Like the big one, like the metal one.
right. But
That was so cheap, man.
but the ones that we actually were selling were Pokemon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
150 Pokemon. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get all of them. So I basically collect all of them. It actually got to a point that I got 150.
Oh, Pikachu.
And then for some reason, like I was getting tired of it. I decided to play with those.
Oh.
So I started playing, like, oh, it's okay, I'm learning, whatever. Next thing you know, the new Pokemon set, Pocket Edition comes. I'm like, crap, I'm missing a bunch of them, so I have to actually
collect
them again, and they were really hard to get. Man, I got so many patches because of that.
Did you ever play Marbles?
Oh, yeah.
I loved that game. You had your big old one, like, bling.
I was at the toy store the other day, and there was a huge one. There was one that was like, I don't know how big would this be, Diego, for the fair listeners.
Says it
Baseball?
Yeah, it was like a baseball one. So I was looking at it, I'm like, man, if I go back in time and take that to Belize, I'll hustle everybody, kid. I'll be losing with it just in case. Well, all right, let me get my big guns out.
I'll hit 10 marbles out.
It's like I'm freaking bowling with the damn thing.
But now Jose like you'll bounce over and roll down the cliff.
I suck at bowling. That's why I don't go.
Dude, we should actually play marbles.
I'll go get those. You kid, I won't be beat. I'm trying to think what else.
Bad pugs.
See, this is weird for me because there's like two different sides all of the childhood, right? The Bolivian side
On the American side.
and then the American side.
Yeah.
So in the American side, I didn't get to enjoy a lot of things.
Yeah, right.
Because I was like, we were already older, so
Yeah.
most of the American side for me would be like cartoons, like Saturday morning cartoons.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
And Yu-Gi-Oh! I was like watching it, I couldn't understand. I was like, one day this Ash Ketchum is gonna make sense. One
Like you
day.
did.
Yeah, he did eventually.
Uh-huh.
He reset.
But that's something else that kids are not, because I heard like this whole movement Saturday morning cartoons are off.
Going on with that, recording your favorite TV show on VHS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I used to do, especially with Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was little, like, I should record them. Boom.
I remember I used to record like over stuff that I recorded, and like every time you did that, the quality got worse and worse. And so I was watching this.
Did you add like one that you would not record over? Because me it was like Dexter's Laboratory, the Spanish movie.
No, there
I would never record over that.
there are tapes that I couldn't record over. So my dad, when the World Cup was on, especially the '94 World Cup and the '98, we recorded every game. And he said, "You record over these, you die." So I never touched them. I know they're in a box somewhere.
So for it to not record again, you have to break the little plastic thing, correct?
Yeah.
But then if you want to record again, you put like a little piece of paper in it, and it'll record.
Yeah.
Oh my
See, I didn't
god.
know that.
Bootleg, oh dude, you gotta know that.
See, that's what you do. You get if you rent a movie from Blockbuster. They don't know what Blockbuster is probably.
That is crazy. In a couple of years, yeah, they won't.
They won't know what Blockbuster is. You put in and there are specific machines that you could use to record as your VCR is playing. So you put a blank tape in that machine and then the movie in the other, and you push record and play at the same time on the machine and the VCR, and you record the movie, and then you send it back to Blockbuster, and then there you go. You have your movie. That was bootlegging right there.
He's big board ready. Thank you.
Oh, you know, one thing that kids don't even know, renting
Consoles?
consoles.
I never
I did that.
VCRs.
I never got
Especially in Peru. Man, oh man, that was amazing.
I did get to rent games in Bolivia, but I never rented a.
We rented at
Console.
Sega Genesis, I think it was.
Yeah, and we rented a Super Nintendo before we moved to where we live now.
Uh-huh.
Because we had one for like a week, and then we returned it, and then we got a Super Nintendo like a month later.
See, we got a Nintendo, I think '93, and it already been out like what, a few years.
Mm-hmm.
87.
Sure.
Sure.
I'm not good with dates.
Neither am I.
My wife is gonna hate me. When did we get married? Baby, it doesn't matter. Every day is a happy day because I'm with you. That's hopefully she believes that lie. And hopefully she never listens to this podcast.
But yeah, the kids will never know about renting renting movies and
Yeah.
freaking.
So let's go
entertainment systems.
forward. What do we think that we're gonna
weird.
see in the future?
Are we gonna see?
Hoverboard.
Hoverboard.
Yeah.
Well,
Supposedly next year.
I already
Supposedly
saw
next
that.
year.
So Tony Hawk already is
I
riding
saw
one.
that. That was amazing. I want to get it.
It looks more like has more. I don't know. See, that's
I
another
want
thing.
to. I want to
Too
see.
much of a wimp. That's why I never took skateboarding. Too much of a wimp.
Yeah, that was the
I
main
wanna
reason.
See, not next year, but in the upcoming years, is virtual reality in the sense of like in anime, it's like Sword Art Online, where you're actually immersed.
Okay,
in
I like that. I like that. I was gonna say yes, but as you
What do you
mentioned,
what do you mean like a virtual reality? Then?
video games.
Yeah, but video games where you can go in it, basically, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, I never watched the real one.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Yeah, you're not missing much.
You mentioned.
Well, I'm just saying, in the sense, the idea is a really good idea.
As a lot of fans of Hatsune Miku are gonna be happy on that one.
Oh, dude, they'll all die from.
They've already done
starvation.
some VR stuff that with the Oculus Rift that's pretty. It's already going down the
We're
bad
talking
road.
now in the future.
When it's good.
When it's good, David.
Yeah, because
So now
I
you
remember,
can.
like even in the 90s, they started working on the virtual reality, but nothing.
Yeah, Virtual Boy sucked.
Even
I don't know. I never tried that one either.
It gave me a headache. It gave me a headache. I couldn't play it.
It's so funny because to me that's like it would be kind of like if I went in a cryogenic sleep chamber for a while because there's certain parts of like pop culture and stuff like that just like blew over me. Going from Bolivia coming to here, like
Well, you jumped
Star
up
Wars.
10 years.
I never like never got into any of the Star Wars.
Up to now?
Even now.
What?
I never got into it. So when the new trailer came out, so let's talk about that, like things that are coming back from our childhood that I never thought I was gonna see another Star Wars, even though they announced it. So
I never thought I'd see or be interested in Power Rangers again.
Power Rangers.
After Turbo, I was done. Like I couldn't see it anymore. Like I thought
Really?
all the original cast members
we're gone.
were gone, and I couldn't see like In Space or Galaxy or any of those. And now they did the Megaforce, which I still haven't seen a single episode of, but they're bringing back Tommy and they're rebooting the Power Rangers movie. Not rebooting the movie, they're rebooting the franchise.
Oh, okay.
Totally.
I didn't.
And so I'm like, oh, dang. Like that I never thought would have ever happened.
That's a
and
good
they
idea,
did.
though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty proud of it. Like, I'm can't wait to see it. I really want to see it.
Yeah, I want to see it too.
Just the movie, not like right
What's coming back?
Yeah, so like Indiana Jones, that meant nothing to me either.
Retro gaming, it's coming back. Like a lot of people are getting
Yeah.
like retro consoles
It's
and stuff and playing a lot of them.
I want to say that people are buying the stuff that refer to retro consoles, but they have no idea what it's about. For example, have you ever seen those teens react or kids react YouTube videos? So one of them was about the NES or the N64.
No,
it was
NES.
The NES, and the girl, and they see the NES, and the girl's like, "Oh, that's what this thing is on my phone, the cover." And I'm like, "You serious? You bought the freaking cover? You don't know what it's for or where it's from?"
What it's from.
If there was ever a chance where I could be a wrestler and just like come in with a chair, that would be the one.
It's the same thing with the Nirvana shirt. I
Yeah.
don't even know what Nirvana is.
The naked baby right there. They're like, oh, yeah, it's just a cool picture of a naked baby from Nirvana's Nevermind album. Do you know that?
But doesn't it say Nirvana on the actual thing though?
Sometimes they don't.
Okay.
If you get the vinyl,
But
it
see,
doesn't.
that's the thing. Like stuff like that to me is a miss. Like I think it's Pink Floyd, right, where it hits the prism and then it goes into.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I would wear that, but I wouldn't. Like until recently, I wouldn't have known what it was.
But you personally don't. I don't think you
wouldn't
wear
wear it.
stuff that you're like, oh, that's cool, I'm gonna wear it.
Yeah, I would. That's how I roll. That's how
I don't. You do not have a Pink Floyd shirt that you wear.
Shut
No,
up.
because
Go,
I haven't
right
seen
now.
anything that I like.
Okay,
But
but
it's
do you
either-
have a shirt that represents something that you have no idea what it is,
I'm trying
and
to-
then somebody told you?
Hold on.
If
Was
you
it-
don't, then that's fine. But
Well, like the shirts in China, the English shirts that people wear in China.
No. Yeah, the sex.
Sex.
water. A girl got a tattoo of water on her arm.
There's a famous one from another podcast that he saw this Chinese lady wear like something like mother.
Even for little kids too. They
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
wear-
He was wearing like it was a little kid. It was like mother flipping Einstein, and it was Einstein playing the piano or some BS like that. And I was
What
like,
the-
oh my gosh. But
I wonder what the shirts that we wear that have Japanese or Chinese symbols, what they really say.
I'm trying to think that
Well, I'm good.
there had to be something that I wore that I didn't, or something that I own that I don't know.
The only one I had.
Yeah,
that
but
I
Diego's
didn't
saying
know-
like right now a lot of retro stuff are coming back, but a lot of people don't know why, or they don't
know
understand what it is.
They just know it's the cool thing, so they get it, and then they don't know anything about it.
Well, I know why it's a cool thing because
Okay,
older-
trendy man, let's go.
Older generation, love it,
Yeah.
and people look up to the older generation like, oh,
course.
you guys are really cool, so they actually want to go back to it.
There's a good amount of people who know what it is, and then there's a lot of people who just go into the flow of it. It's not bad. It's just learning.
Yeah,
stuff.
they're eventually gonna learn it.
Like, I had a
Oh,
friend who
we
was
hope, we hope.
I had a friend who was big into Led Zeppelin, but he didn't know album number 4, where it shows like the angel guy, like looking up in the sky. He didn't know what that was. He's like, oh, that's just a cool shirt. I was like, that's Led Zeppelin.
Oh, I haven't. Well, it wasn't an item, but you remind me of stuff. It's like when we were riding in the car with David, and there he plays the rock station. I'm like, oh, dude, Stairway to Heaven rocks, and it's like this is motherfucking Kiss right here. It's like, sounds the same to me.
Yeah, but that's more of you being a troll. Than
No, but
anything.
that's because actually I don't know. Like I know a few rock bands and a few rock songs. So if they sound the same, I'll just be like, oh yeah, that's the one.
Going along with that, Kiss itself, like the band, it's an amazing band. Most people don't even know what they are.
They just know that's the guy with the long tongue.
Queen.
They actually performed on the Thanksgiving parade yesterday.
Did they?
Weird.
Yeah.
I personally don't like them.
I found myself
It's a compliment.
realizing more and more that I'm an older guy because yesterday I was watching the dog. Not yesterday. yesterday.
You're washing?
I was watching
The dog?
like trade show. You know where they.
What the freak?
I was watching that
Oh
now.
yeah, found it, motherfucker.
That's so gay.
How is that gay? Those dogs were cool. Did you see
yeah.
one?
No, yeah. Actually,
The bloodhound. The bloodhound. He won everyone.
Dude,
My goodness
that's
gracious.
amazing.
That
Okay,
bloodhound
I
was
officially resigned from this podcast. I can't talk about dog shows.
Oh, you can talk about going down in the girl.
Oh, yeah.
What the brain?
So
Yeah, that's-
talking about dog shows is your limit. But
Yeah, that's
talking
my
about this
limit.
And going down on a girl. All right.
Yeah, at least we understand each other now, Jose.
don't
We know
understand
where our
you now.
limits are.
My limit is
Your limit is piss. My limit is dog shows. There we go.
that's not somehow in the same level.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Oh, all right.
I
That was a good show though. There were some good dogs.
have another question for you.
Wait. Before I want to mention
Okay,
something.
okay.
Something really important we actually have not mentioned yet.
Okay, what?
Cell phones.
Cell phones, yeah.
We did not have cell phones back then.
Like
You mentioned a little bit,
I got to use, like, on occasion, my mom's
Beepers.
cell phone back when I was in 9th grade. Beepers. Pagers.
pager.
Those-
I had one, never used it. Never knew. I just put it on my head, pretend it's something. Oh, okay.
They got pretty advanced. Like, at one point you could send a message. Like, you would say, like, call me or...
The one phone that changed everything before the iPhone was.
I know what this is.
The Razor.
Yeah.
Motorola
Everyone
Razor.
had that
Everyone wanted, and everybody.
The sliding up.
It wasn't slide up. It was a flip phone.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't have it. He got
Yeah.
the bootleg version.
I'm talking about the riser. That's the bootleg.
The riser. The riser was just one sliver. Oh no, that's the other one. The sliver. The
Oh,
sliver was
the-
just flat.
yeah.
You couldn't slide it up. Oh
Which
my-
was the one that's like really thin and really small and like steak?
The one that our friend Cheeto had?
Yeah.
What was that called?
Oh, I remember, but I wanted that phone.
It's like a comb or something. You can
That thing, that one was
the flip
stupid.
phone. Well, not the
It's
flip phone, but
side
it's side flip. Yeah.
There was two versions of it. There was the Japanese version and then the American version. The Japanese version was 2 rows and it was quarter style, and then the other one was just like a regular phone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it had 8.
What about the double slider? You guys ever saw that one where you could slide it up, and then you could slide it like horizontally?
Oh yeah, you slide it up and twist it.
No. Like Paul had it. Like so, you will have your normal phone. Like people at home, hold your phone normal.
Was this in Lucky Star?
No. Well, I don't know. Maybe.
When
Oh,
she's
yeah.
looking at Haruhi and she's turning it sideways and up.
No. That's
That is-
Oh,
that's a different
reality.
one. Because
That's the only way he could know though.
Okay.
so I'm thinking of
Well,
two
phone.
phones now. The one that you were reminding me, David, is like you would slide it up and then you would twist the screen part.
Yeah.
Right, and it will recognize the songs. Like that was the main feature of that phone.
Oh.
The one that I'm talking about, it was from like a company called Ocean Phones, I think. Paul had it, not you, Paul, the other Paul.
Well, of course.
You know,
Yeah.
you slide it up, and then we'll have like the keyboard, like the regular 1, 2, 3, and then you slide it back down. You switch to landscape, and you can slide that up, and it will have like a full QWERTY board.
Oh, okay. I don't remember what the name is, but I've seen it. Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah, people will never. Do
Do you remember when the phone, the chocolate was huge for Verizon?
chocolate? Yep.
Chuck.
Oscar had
What was the
Japanese
main
one,
draw?
too.
Because of it? Just the color? No, because
Colors.
they play music.
Yeah,
It's the
because it
music.
played
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, because they play music.
Oscar had the Japanese one. It didn't have the wheel. It was the touchscreen one. That was cool.
The biggest phone that I had, it was my first one. It was the Psychic 3.
I think it was a beast with
That thing
Jose.
was awesome, doesn't it? I had
It
the
was
LX.
so
can't remember
funny
what
because I was like
happened.
looking into the future with that. Because I was so in love with the Psychic that I was like part of the community. Because we had like our own like MySpace for Psychic users.
Yeah.
So I would go there and they're like, oh, how do you think the Psychic could improve? I'm like, imagine this. What if your Psychic could play all your music from your, from the music that you guys, oh my gosh, that would be so revolutionary. It's like, that's the stupidest, like this guy's like, that's the stupidest thing ever. That would never happen. It can't be that. I wish I could find that guy and be like, in your face now, because that's like a main feature in every phone.
They can play all your music.
Yeah, you can play all your music.
See, he whipped that out, text really fast,
Yeah.
wipe it back, put it back in
The thing
his
about
phone.
it is you just swip it with your thumb, it goes shk, and you could hear the sound. You know what it sounded. It made
Yeah.
I'm surprised Jose didn't break it, because he do it so fast, like, "Whakam."
That thing was
You
built.
know,
that thing was
What
built.
was surprising to me is like how people can actually text on those phones without even looking.
Jose did it. He was freaking weak. He's like,
I was fast on it.
Like even like I see people in class, like putting their hands in their pocket, like doing
On
something.
one hand, I've seen people do one.
Yep.
on a sidekick.
I could I could not do that with the Sidekick, but I could do it with like regular cell phones because you just memorize like.
Oh yeah, because on regular cell phones, like before there was swipe on this, you had the keyboard and you had to type.
But there was
There's the buttons.
there was the other application, remember, where you would like start typing like a word and they'll give you 3 options or whatever, and you
Yeah,
do like
the smart typing. Something like that.
T9, yeah.
T9, yeah,
Oh my
T9.
God.
I remember that.
Goodness gracious.
You know you can put that as a
We're
setting
so
on your
old.
phone. You can change the keyboard to T9 and it'll do that for you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Some stuck Android.
Okay,
comes with that.
so I want to go to this. We're reminiscing so much. I want to throw this subject out. So in your experiences that you've had since you were born till now, is there one experience that either always makes you laugh or always makes you cry whenever you think about it?
I still get choked up when I watch Lion King.
I'll tell you mine. So
No, he'll start crying.
No. I promise I won't cry this time.
Oh.
This is a big feeler. If you can't finish it, I'll do it.
You're crying already?
No, for real. I'll do it. I'll do it.
No. I'll do it. It's because I was trying to tell Diego this, and I was starting to cry, and I was like, no.
All right.
Okay.
For real, I'll do it.
And when you first hear about it, like you think like, what? Okay, so have you all seen the show Futurama?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I know where this is going.
Yeah. See.
Okay, so in one of it's from the creators of Simpsons, so it's always supposed to be funny, but they've been known to have like these really touchy-feely episodes. So in one of the episodes, Fry and them, they find Fry's dog.
Fossilized.
Yeah, find like a fossilized version of him, and they're like, they're wanting to like resurrect him, basically make a clone of him from the cells that are in there. And so Fry's like thinking about it, and then
when they find out how old the dog was when he died, he was like 13, and he met the dog when he was like 3. So the dog lived like 10 more years. And so when he learns that they're about to do the experiment thing, he stops it, and he says, the dog lived 10 years longer after I left, and so he must have had a happy life. And so then the video, the show cuts to what happened with the dog, and so the dog's at the pizza place where Fry used to work at, and he's right next to the fire hydrant, and he's just sitting there every day and just waiting for Fry to come by. And you see, time and everything skip by, and you see him become this old dog, just always waiting for his master to come back. And when I saw that episode, I started to cry because my dog. When I went back to my mission, our dog, he's a German Shepherd. He lived way past what he should have. I left in 2009 on my LDS mission, and I thought he was gonna pass away when on my mission. Finally, I get home, and he's still there. And I kept thinking about it. I saw that episode, and I just started bawling because I was like, my dog did that. I told you, let me do it.
It's like my dog did that. He waited for me.
How horrible are we? We laugh at it.
That's just how it is. Like, no, but
it's okay.
He waited for me, so I was like, that's my dog that touched me so much. Every time I think about it, I cry or jump up.
I'm laughing. It's so funny, David, because actually, when I watched the episode, I was feeling like that too. I don't have a dog. I don't have any pets.
I actually laugh at you. I never had a dog.
No, but I mean,
if I had somebody.
That was a really touching episode. Like, I was talking also to my girlfriend about this. Like, she was telling me about some like movie that she made her cry. And I told her, oh, I actually cried. You know the show Futurama? I cried watching that show. I'm like, really? She was so surprised.
She didn't know it was an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, and then I told her, I should show you this video because they will make you cry.
Did she cry?
I haven't told her yet, but
if I'm there, I'll cry.
Yeah,
I was crying.
I don't want to cry.
That scene?
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That makes
it was a really touching and powerful like episode.
It made me tear up. Like you said, I was choking up just thinking about it. Just
Yeah. You have to call yourself like 3 times there. I love you can see like the friendship that we have, me and Paul. Like, Paul start laughing as soon as he's like.
As I start choking up, he laughs. You guys are terrible.
Just laugh at his face. Diego?
Not necessarily sad. Lighten up the mood. Something that always makes you laugh.
The people are laughing with us.
No, they're not. You're laughing at me.
The best feeling that I just remember I did that was just great was
in the room.
No. When David and I got me into Dragon Ball Z when we were little, and then we started buying the VHSs, just the next episodes because we wanted to watch ahead. And the best feeling I ever had was because because I was like the second guy, the Vegeta, Shadow from Sonic the Hedgehog and all that. And then Vegeta shows up, and Goku had turned into a Super Saiyan. It's like, oh, come on, Vegeta's got to get it. Like, because I never went on the internet and searched.
he's
So
gonna get it.
I never saw Vegeta Super Saiyan, never saw Trunks, nothing. So I'm like, and then I see the cassette we had, and then the second tape shows Vegeta as a Super Saiyan. I was like, oh, he's a Super Saiyan, which one? And I'm just waiting for the episode, the tape we got. I was like, yes. And then I see Vegeta come in, he kicks one of the androids, and then you hear the piano music, and the piano is just gets you all pumped up, and I'm like, oh my gosh! He did it, and I fangirled, I screamed.
Vegeta-sama.
I rewound that tape like 600 times.
He did.
That tape got ruined, and then I was like, it's just the best thing ever.
It's a known fact that the things that you did to that tape will never be said in any
No,
podcast.
dude, anytime I see it, I just get all like, I'm like, yes, he finally did it, yeah. Like, I'm just proud because it's like seeing when you just growing up, seeing one of the people you like the heroes kind of thing, and he achieved something, you're just like, yes. And Vegeta's one of my guys.
How come you're not happy when I graduated?
He did it.
You know, I think it's funny is like the two experience.
Look at it, he's gonna cry again.
No, the two experiences that we.
They Paul sit down and waited for you to.
If Paul sat down and waited for me, I would cry.
No.
If you waited 10 years and then choked.
Just 10 years?
Okay, so what else, David?
No, I thought it was funny that our experiences have nothing to do with people in our lives. Just deal with an episode or
I was
something.
gonna say something about like that, but then I just.
What would you get?
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear Paul's. Whatever makes you cry or makes you laugh or.
Makes me happy.
Yeah, it makes sure. Let's go with that.
Whatever.
Okay, so
Angry.
there was a time in which, in the neighborhood that I used to play and hang out, there was a girl.
Ooh.
Okay, and this girl was always like really, really mean to me.
Oh.
She got to a point that she slapped me all the time.
What?
Yeah.
You just let it happen?
I think this is why Paul's a
I have to-
masochist.
I have to play it. I have to, stand up. I'm a guy, I have to respect that.
Of course.
Of course, and
You
You don't have to get slapped, but you have to
Right,
respect the
right,
woman.
right.
Yeah.
Paul, you have to admit, you start liking it after a little bit.
no. But going along with that, things happen. We eventually become friends.
Oh.
Okay, so that was cool.
Perseverance.
Yeah, and eventually she invited me to her house.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
It's becoming a
I know what
Jose
you're,
story right
I know what
here.
you're thinking,
No, that,
but it's not what you're actually.
I don't
It's not
have
what
any
you're
of those
thinking.
stories. Never happened.
You
Okay.
remember?
Okay, so what's going on, Paul?
So
I don't remember what you're talking about.
You want to suddenly make out with you?
That-
from the
sure.
door?
She
Go
came to
ahead,
my
miss.
house.
So the reason, I started going to her house was because she got a Super Nintendo 64.
A Super Nintendo 64?
A Super Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64. It's Super Nintendo to me.
Bootleg.
It's a Super Nintendo.
She got it from Kazan.
No. No.
It's called Super
It was
Nintendo.
my Super Nintendo 64, but it's a Nintendo 64, of course.
Okay.
But the game that we start playing was Mario 64. And when I first started watching that, I was like so happy, like I need to play this game, so I keep going to their house all the time.
Oh.
All the time. Just being there, playing that game, it's amazing. And that really brought me like so much happiness.
I thought you were gonna cry. Mario, you look so good.
No, but that really pumped me out. And, I always think of the kid, that mean or the video Nintendo 64 kid. the one with me. So eventually I got my Nintendo 64.
Nah.
I was the happiest guy ever.
He's-
Especially because I got Mario 64 and that game is
Bros.
amazing.
Nah.
And even now and then, I decided to listen to some of their soundtrack.
Yeah.
The soundtrack brings me so many memories.
Makes you happy?
Yeah,
Like,
you guys
it'd
should
be so-
definitely go to YouTube and
It would
listen
be
to it.
so funny if we could go back in time and we not even interrupt, but we look at the scene where this is taking place and the girl's like doing like her darnest to show Paul like, I like you, I want to make a move on you. He's like, Mario, yes, jump. Mario, Metal Mario, oh my gosh. And we see like the years time skip and she's getting older. Paul's just like biggest grin in his face, and then the moment that he gets this N64, it's like, goodbye, girl. I'll never talk to you ever again.
Actually, yeah, that happened.
Oh my god.
No, she moved.
Oh, you're cold-blooded.
It's not
You
my
know
fault.
what?
She moved.
Yeah, you're gonna keep your 64.
Jose, what's yours?
I think that the biggest one, like I said, was still to this day the one that still affects me is The Lion King when Mufasa dies.
That was a
And-
big one.
Like I still, when did it get released? I think it got released 2 years ago on Blu-ray. And the moment that I went and bought it, I came back home and I didn't have to work that day, so I put it on. and I'm watching it.
And then you remember, damn it, this makes me cry.
I'm watching. I'm like, yeah, I love it. And then I'm gonna, you know, when sometimes like you're like,
choking?
Yeah.
it gets dry, like your throat is dry. And I'm like, what I do? Then my little nephews come in and look at Theo, and I was like, get the hell out of here! I was pissed. I was like, get out of here! I'm watching some. I don't know, man. It always gets me. Like, I never really cried on that scene. Like, I
But it
never really
chokes you
actually
up.
cry. Yeah, but it chokes me. It gets to me. I don't know.
Gets you in the feels.
I guess it's just because I've, since even before I graduated and to this day, I've worked with my dad, so I've always been around him, and now I always hear like tales from him that I feel that connection that he had with, his father Mufasa. So it kind of, in a sense, is kind of like seeing,
Connects.
how I would react to if that were to happen. Well, I don't think my dad will fall into certain game and get trampled over by a
Your uncle.
cannabis. Yeah, my uncle, motherfucker. But like it gets to that place where I'm like,
If your dad were passed, then
Yeah.
that's how you would react.
yeah, in a sense, I could kind of see how much he meant as a father figure to him. So that's what gets me. So I think that is the biggest one to this day. Happiness. I don't know.
What about Toy Story?
In this,
No.
The last one, number 3.
Number 3 made me cry, yeah.
I'm a cold-blooded guy, you guys.
Okay, how about this?
I'm cold-blooded.
What, now that we talked about the past, what are some things that make you happy or tear up or any of that stuff nowadays? Just like anything recent.
tell you
past
though,
I told you my
years.
recent.
There's 2 things. Well, the past 2 years, okay.
Past 2 years
I-
or recent happened.
There's only been 2 things that made me cry that I watched. One has been in the past 2 years, and the other one has probably like 5 years ago. One was a Bollywood movie, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna die. I was like, damn, this guy never gets to go. The second one was I was watching an anime called Anohano, and I don't know why, because I knew it was supposed to be like that, but that was the only one thing that I actually had like one tear rolling down my face.
I want to see Jose's face like, it comes down slowly, just slowly.
He falls down, and everybody's like,
And he catches it. King, I'll save this forever.
I'll evaporate you and drink you later. But that has been the only one, like to this day. Like I said, I remember when my grandfather died. I went to his funeral and everybody was crying, and I was like, should I be crying?
Well, if you knew him really well, and you,
I knew him very well. Like I spent a lot of time with him.
well, I mean, some people take grief differently. I mean,
It's
maybe
weird,
it's
man.
just weird.
I think it's like when this is what I think, you guys. Let's get into some dark subject here. I think when anything big happens in my life is when eventually everything that it kind of like stored up is gonna come back and is gonna hit me. Because like I said, I don't really cry. Like when bad stuff has happened to me and my family, it's been like whatever. Let's just go.
Just there's certain people like that. It's fine.
So if like something happens, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'll get a paper cut and everything's gonna hit.
The paper
Mufasa!
No, see, you had to go. He's not dead yet. I know.
I can't think of anything recently. Every time I think about all the times we went to Jose's house and we were like in our teens, all I can think about is just hatred. This is why
Wow.
I just get angry, because every time we go to his house, he'd always make us play WWE, and every freaking time Diego and I would team up with him, and we'd lose miserably. And then what would he do? He'd taunt us with showing us his growing thing, or going down on all four with an animation like in the game.
No,
And then the video game, you do the taunt with the guy. He get on all fours and he move his head up and down.
And it's funny because I would give him here, I'll be nice. I'll give you even like the computer and I'll destroy them. And they couldn't get up. They wouldn't be able to get up. And I'm just like taunting.
I get so mad, and that's why I can only think of hatred for this kid all that entire time. I'm like, Jose, I freaking hate you. All you ever do is play this stupid game. That's why we can't beat you. We only play it whenever at your house. You only come over once every week. I mean, come on.
Hey man, I'm sorry. Damn.
no idea.
It's hatred.
That's the darkest part.
It was only when I teamed up with Jose or that I felt happiness, because I was winning.
And I would never tag him in.
Or when we played something else.
I would never tag him in.
Or when we played something else, I'd be okay.
Yeah.
But it's not with that WWE. Whenever I see that, I just like, Jose.
I bet you I'm not even that good at it.
Whatever. You say that now.
That's so bad, dude. I think the thing that was like more insult to injury, my guy's main move, like his main punch move, was hitting you in the groin. Yeah. And every time I hit you in the groin, ding!
That
was for a 64, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I never played. I actually played it for PS. That was
it's not as good.
For recent stuff for me that makes me tear up, I guess. Yeah, it does to me. But I don't cry, just tear up. Like, ugh, it just makes me all pumped up. It's two songs. Is
2 Chains.
No.
Soda Euro Days.
Soda Euro Days just makes it like I can just. Okay, so 2 things and then 2 on 1. Soda Euro Days. And then
That's logic. That's Diego logic.
The slow build up song from Gurren Lagann 2, where the girl's singing and sounds like operatic.
Oh, Liberate Me From Hell.
Yeah, that one, and then the second one is from Kill la Kill, Don't Lose Your Way, because whenever I watch the when I watch
You
the
can't
don't,
lose your way, man.
I haven't seen it.
whenever no, it's not just the song. It's when I watch the videos that anything goes with. Don't Lose Your Way goes with anything, and I see it. I'm like, oh, he did it! Like just like the Smash Bros. When Diddy Kong gets the last hit, the last second. I'm like, he did it!
No, my favorite one from
He was hoping
that one
he
was-
was hoping he wouldn't lose his way to the league.
my favorite one that I'm like, yeah, was the one they did with Persona. Persona 4. So like he's sitting here and then he's like, and
Oh
if
my
you've never
goodness.
played
Oh my
Persona,
goodness.
if you don't play Persona, there's a move that you can do that's an insta kill. And but most like competitive players never use it because it's like
It's
Yeah.
easy to dodge.
easy to dodge. And so this guy's losing, and he turns it on, and the commentator's like, "Oh my gosh, is it gonna happen?" And all of a sudden, like the guy who's losing, he starts pummeling his opponent, and at the very last second, like he was gonna win anyway, he does, and he pulls off the insta kill, and the guy's like, "Oh my gosh!" Ah! And then they go crazy,
And that
and
makes
then
me tear up. Like I'm like, oh, crap, that's so cool.
and then the guy and the guy that he's playing, he like unplugs his controller, and just walks away.
Or
We call that saltiness.
then,
He's salty.
another one that might meet you is that one Asian dude I was talking to Jose about earlier. He plays Marvel vs. Capcom. dude.
Justin Wong.
Justin Wong.
Oh,
he
his was awesome.
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. How he pulls it out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he did it! And he's like all happy, but it just like those songs get to me, man.
He
All the
does it
time,
very
like if
well.
I'm listening to it at work, I'm like, oh, I gotta skip the song. I'm gonna cry.
Oh no, the other one. Sorry, this goes back to the whole "Don't Lose Your Way" thing. Cause that song is awesome. Like if you've never heard it on YouTube, just go and listen. And if you're a gamer, just watch it. There's one that was from Evo 2013. I think it was Blaze Blue that they're playing. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And he goes in the losers bracket.
It was this year, actually.
Is this year?
Yeah.
2014. He goes in the losers bracket, and you see the video of him like slowly going back up, and he finally plays the guy that he lost to, that sent him to the loser bracket, and he almost loses the first set, and he wins the last game. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's set 2, it's reset. And he goes in, then he just starts wailing on this guy, and he beats him. And I was like, that is the true underdog right there. When they did the song to that one, I was like, yeah.
Oh, another one that made me tear up. Sorry, this is the last one.
Speak out loud.
This is the last one, then Paul can go. Is Jose showed me this, even though I'm not a big fan of soccer. It was pre-qualifying rounds for the World Cup.
Yeah, the World Cup.
Oh yeah.
That was
Mexico was going
World Cup,
against Puerto Rico. No,
Mexico and USA.
no, it wasn't Mexico versus USA.
No. Yeah,
Puerto Rico, and then
something like that. I can't
Guatemala,
remember.
and then Mexico was versus Puerto Rico. And Mexico had to win against Guatemala in order to make it. And if not,
USA didn't have to win.
USA had to either win or tie in order to make, or in order for Mexico to make it. So the ref, the announcer's just talking. He's like, "Oh no, we're in deep trouble. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna do nothing. We suck. We're horrible." And then he's like, "And then in the other game with USA versus Puerto Rico, like it's 1-0. It's like USA's gonna lose. We would do this. Oh my gosh, USA made a goal! God, he starts crying. He's like, Mexico's worthless. We love USA. We love you.
Yeah, we don't deserve to go.
We don't deserve it. Yeah, and I'm like tearing up because it's like he's so passionate.
That was good.
But yeah, it's just that damn song just gets me. It's so good.
Don't lose your way, guys. Don't lose your way.
Paul?
I haven't said that.
No, but well,
What's a
anything
recent
recently?
thing?
Anything recently that like makes you
Makes you
happy,
happy.
angry? Just want to play Smash Brothers versus David.
And
You
lose,
played the
okay.
game too much.
Actually, going about that, yes, I actually, today, I finally got my copy of my game.
You ordered a week ago, right?
Dude,
No.
freaking, it was a week ago.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
It was
actually,
supposed to be there a week ago.
Yeah, it was.
I ordered November 11, so
It
it
was
should
supposed to
be,
be there.
you never got there, you got lost, but, gotten that would make me really happy. I
Yeah.
really was playing. But overall, like, I don't know, for me, there are things I can't mention at the moment because I can't think of anything at the moment, but there are things that really make me, like, really emotional.
Yeah.
But something that I would like to mention is that I do, well, in case you guys don't know, I guess you guys don't know because you don't know me.
Okay.
No, seriously,
Okay.
I listen to soundtracks.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, which one? No, actually no.
You had tons of them on your iPod.
I do.
And I remember them.
So,
Okay, let me continue.
where are you going with this? Where are you taking me?
It's not recently, but every time I listen to this song, and this might be like the nerdiest thing ever, but since you guys talk about, games, I think we're fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. People know we're
We're in the
not.
same
Okay.
zone.
So, Harry Potter movie.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
The Harry Potter movie, the third Harry Potter movie soundtrack. There is a song called "A Window to the Past," and if I were to listen to that song for like a specific amount of time, I get really emotional. I start looking back to everything that I've done from the very beginning up to where I'm at, where I'm at right now, and it gets to me.
He's getting choked
No,
up.
it gets to me. It gets to me.
It's okay.
But
Now you know how it feels.
it makes me
Laughed at.
No, it makes me remember all the good things and all the bad things that happened in my life.
Yeah.
And it's a reflection of things, and that's something that really
That's cool.
makes me like really.
It's one of those. It's one of those things. That's good.
Yeah, man. I'll do it. I'll do it to you, man. Looking back in life, frick. It's crazy. Crazy how time flies, man. I never thought that would.
I know, right? Can you believe it? When we're like,
I'm 25. I'm old.
23.
Okay, since we're reminiscing, I wanna bring up one more subject
All right, this is the
about
last
the
subject.
past. This is the last subject for the night.
Okay.
Okay, what's one thing that you did as a child that is so embarrassing you don't want to tell anyone, but you're gonna tell them now? I'll start it off.
Okay.
Okay, this is probably gross.
You can't involve me. Let me tell you my most embarrassing thing. Diego actually.
Okay, so no one knows this. Diego doesn't even know this. Okay, so when I was little, from like age 5, I want to say to about 11, whenever I go to the bathroom, I would strip completely naked
Okay.
to go poop.
I know
Okay.
what's going on.
And then I would grab the toothbrushes that I had in the bathroom, and I'd play with them as I'm pooping. I started playing like, oh, I'm gonna fight you, green toothbrush. I'll fight you first. And I go click 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 click. And I fight with them.
I've been to your house. Though. You had toys.
Not in the bathroom. And I do that all the time. I do all these little combo things and work out.
On the toilet.
No. As far as I can remember, no. But I'd be in there for like half an hour, and my mom would be like, "What are you doing in there?" Nothing.
Your mom is
this
like
sounds familiar. You could.
this sick bastard. I know what you're doing in there. The hair dryer doesn't make it.
No wonder you take forever in the bathroom.
That's because of the phone now. Before it was the toothbrushes, and I seriously I would act these out, and I'd get the third one in, and be like,
get butt naked.
it felt better. I don't know.
My gosh.
More intense.
Even when
More
I'm
intense.
alone in my house, I still lock the door to my bathroom when I go to it. I didn't get butt naked.
No, but I would do that all the time. Play with my toothbrushes,
Yeah,
not just
you'll
mine.
play with
There's
your
other
toothbrush,
ones, and I'd have each of them assigned to a story. And every time I'd come back to the bathroom, I'd pick off where I left off.
See, there was a funny moment too about that. Is
That you also get butt naked.
no.
But you get it too.
Am I talking about the cat?
Yeah, one time the cat got in the bathroom,
Which I didn't know. I was already playing with my.
He came out. He's holding the cat. Me and my brother Oscar and Jesse just laugh at it. He's like,
Because
"You're
he's butt
playing."
naked.
No, he's playing with the yeah. It's like you were playing with the cat in the bathroom. What's wrong with you? And
She was a boss.
You.
No, she was the boss for my toothbrushes. It was good times.
So you are the epitome of the whole freaking Nintendo Smash Brothers franchise, where your hands were instead of Mario, you play with toothbrushes. You have
Yeah.
Oral B. That's so I don't know.
Yeah, the mechanical one was the boss.
Unlikable character. That's plus.
That was an item in this one. Come on, Paul. Be realistic. Flaws was a weapon.
If I open the door to my bathroom in the future, my kid's butt naked playing with toothbrush, he's also going to go get adopted. Another question: you're going home. You're going to leave with David because he understands your plight. I can't deal with this.
But Jose Jr., why are you in the bathroom? What the hell are you doing?
Did you?
That is, I'm just playing.
You
The hell you are?
My Sonic toothbrush is where I've been hearing that. I know you ain't getting that many text messages.
I was a weird kid, and I'm not gonna deny it.
I don't know if that's embarrassing. That's just straight up weird.
That's cool.
Okay, why would I tell that to anyone?
I don't know.
That's just embarrassing.
No, it's not embarrassing. I don't think you should feel embarrassed for getting butt naked and play with toothbrushes. It's weird. It's kind of like that video of the kid, like, I like turtles. And that kid is weird. Kill that kid. Put that kid in adoption, too.
I'm sure that story will keep me from getting girls yet again.
I'm not into that.
No.
I don't think she's into me playing with toothbrushes.
You never know.
Well, I don't want that kind of girl then.
Oh, you get butt naked. It's go time.
Yeah, we actually
That's a different story. That's a different story.
Before today.
Oh my gosh, but
I'm
trying to think of something that kind of like equals that.
I can't think of anything.
I love to be naked a lot when I'm feeling.
Okay.
Oh man, come on, Jose. There has to be something in your life.
That has to be something with you, Diego. I know you had a few
There's a lot
things.
of embarrassing ones, and I don't even know which ones to pick.
Give a couple. Give it one. So while we're still thinking.
I don't think this is something.
While you butt naked. Gosh dang it, man.
You can't beat that. You can't beat that.
Like that broke my brain. I can't think of anything. Everything that I look is either gonna look like too flaccid or that I'm making it up.
Then you say David wins.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
There's a lot of content. I want to hear stuff about you guys.
I can't think of it. I can't think of anything.
This is why I shared it.
College, high school.
Combs were in there too. They're part of the story.
What?
The Combs.
I'm trying to college. See, the thing is, like, to be embarrassing, it has to be like in a public outing.
Not necessarily.
No, it has to be.
I think.
Because
Mine was private.
But there were still like chances of people finding
Not
out.
if you being embarrassed, but if someone were to find out now about it, you'd be embarrassed. Or embarrassed telling someone about it.
I pooped my pants, I guess. I got the diarrhea. I thought I was gonna fart and just let it go, and juice came out.
In elementary school.
No, not in elementary school. We're being honest here.
When was this? At the LDS Business College?
No, it wasn't. It was last week. It's actually the other day today. It was like a year ago, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
It was at work, too.
Oh, you're at work though. You're with your parents. They just
See,
make fun
the
of you.
problem is that as I work as a painter, a bathroom is not readily available. So, it was last year. It was during the winter, and I was like, oh, I didn't think I had to go, and I had like some weird crap for lunch, and I was like, oh, okay. And I let this one out, and it came out, and I was like, oh, and I hold it, I tied it, and I was like, I'm trying to relieve it in my mind right now. So I let it go, it's like, and I'm like, oh, and I hold it, I'm like, oh crap, and I feel it, I'm like, ah, damn it. So I go out, and I'm looking for, like, I couldn't go to the bathroom in the house, because there isn't one, and then there wasn't an outhouse. So I'm like, what the hell do I do? So I just sat there in the snow.
Let it go.
Kind of like, no, just kind of like let it like thaw so it could sort of wash my pants. And then I took off like my boxers, put them in a bag, went commando inside and continued working. That's it. But even that, to me, doesn't seem as weird.
Can't make David.
Playing with the friggin' getting butt naked with toothbrushes.
Oh, I got one. I know what's one. I don't think David or you guys were there. No, you guys were there. This was in middle school.
Yeah,
I was walking home with my friends, and this is how big of a-holes we were to each other. We just one day
I remember now the most embarrassing story. It wasn't embarrassing to me. It was just an embarrassing moment to be at. And Diego doesn't remember this, but I clearly, as the Lord is my witness, this happened.
I don't want to be involved in your stories.
This is because you made me uncomfortable.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I didn't do anything.
I don't know where you were, but it was like we were at your house and there was other people there. And we were just chilling at your room.
Uh-huh.
Well, at that case, it was both of you guys' room. And then, I don't know how we get into this conversation. We were like, maybe 12, 13. I can't remember.
So I was 10.
Probably.
And that's probably why
we get
I
to
was
this
10.
point. This makes it weird. Because it gets to this point where like, hey man, let's measure up our junk like to each other. Like, show who had the biggest one. I was like, I don't feel comfortable. He's like, oh man, it's fine. And then they just start whipping it out. I'm like, I'm going to get out of here. This is just so weird. They would never remember. That's I clearly remember this, and I get out, and then you come down and like, hey, what's up? I'm like, man, do you want to play Smash? Because I closed their door, and I just let them do whatever they wanted to do. That to me was the most embarrassing. Because if somebody finds out, like if there's video of that, it was just like see me. It's like, I don't know, man. This kind of seems weird.
Yeah, I was 10. I remember that. This is the one this is what I remember from middle school. I don't recall that, but
There it is.
So this is how
It was
this is
big.
how mean we were with each other in middle school. So my friend Andrew was being a douche one day, and so I found gum on the floor, and
Oh
it was
my
like
God.
just a regular. It was in its wrapper, but it was
Oh.
beat up. And then I
Oh.
was like, "Hey, you want some gum?" He's like, "Yeah, cool." Like chewing on it for like 10 minutes, and I'm laughing my butt off. And he's like, "What's so funny?" He's like, "Oh, I just that pen was on the ground," and he's just like, "What?" He got mad spinning. I was like, "Oh, he's gonna get you." And then we're walking home, and then he's with his girlfriend, and I, 8th period was a gym class, so I just walked home with my shorts. I just left my pants in there, and then he, in the middle of the road, he just pants me,
You always gotta get
and I'm
pants.
like, "No!"
Think about it, like when you get pants, like it's so.
There was a lot of kids
yeah, it's
walking.
like,
I was like,
it's
"Ah!"
humiliating, but I'm like, should it be that humiliating?
It was
I don't know,
bad.
It is humiliating.
It is
There's no
humiliating.
doubting, but
Wait, was this underwear and everything?
oh,
Almost. And they saw my butt, but
that's-
like it was like out, like angled. Like with like.
you gotta get that checked out.
No, where it was like halfway down, like because I had
Yeah,
held
yeah,
the
yeah.
front. But yeah, that happened, and it was like and the trip too. So and so I pulled him up, and then I walked home super fast. I was like,
Speed walking.
yeah, and then like, where are you going? Like, fuck you guys. All
right.
So
All right, Paul hasn't said anything.
Paul, hold on a
I'm
second.
trying. Go
I'll
ahead.
give you
I'm
a
trying to
chance.
think of stuff.
Now I remember a really embarrassing story. All right, that I told you guys, but I passed it up as it happened to my friend. It didn't. So let me come clean.
It was David.
It was David. It was actually him. It wasn't Diego. And he was butt naked already with toothbrushes. No.
Don't forget the combs.
It was when we were when I was in my mission. We went to this fancy house, and the family there was gonna treat us for dinner. So she's like, "Come in, elders," and I was starving already. I don't play around. I'm a big kid. I like my food. So I see this nice plate there, and there's what it looks like to be barbacoa. All right, so I see it there, and then we're just having a conversation with the lady, Hey, how you doing? Whatever. My companion's talking to her. She turns her back on us. She's cooking something. So I'm like, man, I'm starving. I can't wait. Let me just get a piece. So I go in and I grab, about a quarter amount of meat, and I put it in my mouth. And as soon as I put it in my mouth, before I even bite it, I'm like, this don't taste right. So I'm like, I swallow. I'm like, Miss, excuse me, do you have some Coke I could drink? She's like, sure. And she comes, she serves me the Coke. I drink it. I'm like, oh, that was the worst meat. I don't want to eat this. How can I tell her? This sucks. This is horrible. She's like, oh, hold on a second. And she's like, Fluffy, come over here. And she grabs the plate, puts it on the floor, and the dog comes and eats it. It was dog food. I ate dog food.
That was a good one.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that was the most embarrassing thing. Yeah. I didn't know that plate probably cost more than what I was wearing that day. That's why I thought it was food. You don't put dog food at the freaking counter when the others are gonna come. I put it out in my mouth and I was like, that don't taste right. Miss, can I get a Coke, please? Yeah, sure. Fluffy, come here. And I look it down. I'm like, shaking my head. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Paul, have you shared one? Come on, you have to share
I'm
one.
trying to think of anything, but I can't think of anything.
Come on, nobody ate dog food here. Am I the only one?
I think
You're
Diego.
good. You played naked. You were a jerk.
I got pants. No, I think I chewed on a dog kibble once, but that was it.
We said
I think wet food is probably the worst. It was wet.
as kids, my mom would give us like punch, and she'd put it on the floor.
No,
And we'd drink
She
from it.
never did that. She'd get punch and she'd put it in the fridge, and then we'd get a bowl, put it on the floor, and put the punch in the.
And pretend like we were dogs and drink it.
That was it. My mom never did anything.
I know she didn't do. Dude, those are good times.
Your parents are so understanding.
Okay, I have one for. I have one.
You guys would have been adopted a while ago.
Paul, come on, you have to have one.
I trying to think of anything. I can't think of anything.
Well, if you can't think of anything, David, can you close us out?
one for him?
I'll close one out for Diego. Because I don't think Diego remembered this one.
I'm sorry, David.
I don't know if this was more embarrassing for Diego or if it was just traumatic. So in our
Let's
old
relive
house,
this.
in our old house, we were renting it, and we had our kitchen and then we had our table.
Yeah. It's
And then
dramatic. It wasn't embarrassing.
I thought it was hilarious.
So this is what happened.
Okay, Diego,
Okay.
let's hear it. Close us out.
We had what could be considered a duplex. It was two houses.
Sure.
Yeah. So and then there was a house behind us, and we didn't have a little that little film of a bug like
It is screen.
Bug screen.
Yeah, bug screen, and we didn't have that, and I'd sit in the window because it was like it wasn't that tall, and then the guy's stuff with the guy's house was right behind ours, and he had a jacuzzi and stuff on the other side. So I just sat there, just rocking back and forth, and my mom was like, "Just don't do that, you're gonna get hurt." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." The next thing you know, I fall back, and I hit his table, and then I fall back even more.
What the fuck?
It was more scary than it was like, embarrassing. It was just like because I just see myself fall back and then fall back again.
Little did you know that was you were preparing yourself for later in your life to get chokeslammed by me and David.
That's probably why I didn't die.
You see, I can't think of anything embarrassing. Come on, Paul. You gotta tell the story about the girl.
The girl.
Okay, do you remember when we went to the movie theater up near Fort Union? You're telling us about a situation that happened at a certain place. It was a yogurt place.
Paul does not recall this.
The girl that liked him, but he didn't like her, and he kept going on dates with her.
That's awesome.
No, it was in high school.
That's not embarrassing. That's good. That's a good.
Paul, I know you know what I'm talking about. There's this theater we went to. It's near Fort Union Boulevard. It's on the hill.
Right.
Okay, you know how there's some stores right in front of it.
Yeah.
Kind of like Jordan Landing, they had the same thing, like that. There's a store. You looked at me and you're like, oh, bad memories. I'm like, why? You tell me there's something happened with that girl from high school at that particular place. They said you were embarrassed about. I don't know if he was rejected. He never told me the specifics on this one.
I could tell if Paul is hiding from you. This is sincerely Paul thinking about it.
I'm trying to think.
I think the most embarrassing thing that I've ever heard from Paul was when he tried to ask that girl out to that dance and he got kicked out by her brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
which one? The embarrassing moments. Girl embarrassing moments. Episode 2.
Remember you were going to ask that
talk.
girl out on a dance and her brother came by and he told you to leave?
Oh.
And then you looked back at the window and she was looking out there.
That one.
Yeah.
But I
I know.
That was the most
There's another one you're
embarrassing
talking
girl
about
story.
where you guys were at the movie theater and you guys you saw that store and you're like, bad memories. Because of a girl from high school.
No?
Do you recall that?
He doesn't recall that.
No.
We'll listen to this.
I can remember,
this
unfortunately.
is the end of
This is
Backroom
the end.
talk.
It is a night. We try to go to sleep, Diego.
No, it's not.
I'm an old school guy.
Me too.
It's time to go to bed.
Come on,
So
man.
listeners, thank you so much for tuning into another episode. Not turning into, but tuning into another episode of the Backroom Talk.
And hopefully you guys take it easy, you know? All
Yeah.
our comments were like a little bit...
Well,
hey.
what else can we expect from the sexual chocolate? Come on now.
I'm lifting your hand, not in your mouth.
That's right. So,
I play with toothbrushes and combs. Naked. In anyone's house. I did this not in my house also. I did it in other people's houses.
if you did in my house, you never going, because you were a long time in my bathroom tonight. And if my sonic tooth care brush, I'm going to put a video camera on my bathrooms from now on.
Let's just say you'll never know.
Unless you say I will. I'm going to
Wow.
shove that up the poop hole.
Put
So-
a cat or something. Take him back.
Put a cat, yeah. He comes out with a cat. I know he was playing. So thank you guys so much for listening again. My name is Jose Oliver, signing off. In front of me, WD.
Yep.
To my right, Sexual Chocolate.
Mouth in your hand, not in your mouth, baby.
All right.
Play with that comb. Tease that hair.
And lastly, the savior to this podcast, Paul.
Take it easy, man.
Take it easy. Definitely. Thank you guys.
Hope to see you soon. Stay golden.
Even